Today, Ukrainian refugees in the U.S. are pursuing their legal options for asylum following a message mistakenly sent to them by the Department of Homeland Security last week. Emma Bucher joins us in studio to break down what the message said and how an Iowa nonprofit is helping families with those legal fees. Good evening, Emma.
Hey, John. Like you said last week, many Ukrainians residing legally in the U.S. received what they called a threatening message from Homeland Security. The email said their parole would be terminated in 7 days and, quote, "It is time for you to leave the United States."
The individuals who received these notes were having a hard time breathing. They were crying. The threatening nature of that letter, I think, was as big a problem as anything.
Angela Bolins founded Iowa Nice, a nonprofit supporting Ukrainian refugees. She says the email made families come to terms with the very real possibility they could be deported with little to no warning.
Once you become legal, then the fear sets in. Like, will we be handled as criminals in the same way that real, true criminals are handled?
Homeland Security issued a retraction the next day, saying the message was sent in error. Although the Ukrainians were relieved, Bolins says it pushed families to apply for asylum and seek other legal routes to stay in the country as long as possible.
Even if the war was to stop today, I just got back from Ukraine. This is not a good place for them to return. It's just not a good idea.
But while there, she found a solution to her problem at home.
We were able to visit with a young lady. She's 13 years old. Her name is Steph.
Steph and her family live in Irpin, a gateway city to Kiev.
There's bullet holes through her home all over the place. And during the darkest hours, she picked up a paintbrush and she started painting.
Bolins bought several of Steph's paintings. She plans to auction off the works to raise money, helping families cover legal fees while they fight to avoid deportation. Bolins says she'll be auctioning off this work as well.
In the midst of all of this destruction,
a tribute to St. Nicholas, the patron saint of children.
This actually did feel like a miracle.
I didn't want to take them. I said those really need to be in a museum.
Bolin says Iowa Nice is on the lookout for art brokers or galleries, preferably local, to help them sell these exclusive artworks.